What if everything we've seen so far in this series only me have told? What if the people we're rooting for haven't even deserved to be alive until now? What if this relentless search for a way out isn't the solution, but rather the cause of all the misfortune that befall these people? Today I'm here to bring you the most insane theory from Thrones series, a theory that may actually reveal the ending of the series. If you understand this theory, you'll be able to identify in future episodes and seasons whether it's real or not, because the sign will be very clear. Time has come to find out how all this will end. There's something that has always got my attention about characters who get trapped inside the Throne City. There's an intrinsic characteristic in each one of them, then because it's present in all of them, makes us ignore the fact that these characters are just not very common in the real world. They all desperately want to stay alive, at any cost. The city attacks them, taking away piece by piece what makes life truly worthwhile. They're stuck here, they're not going anywhere. They don't sleep peacefully because they know that monsters are prowling at night. They live a sub-life knowing that during the night their lives literally hang by a thread, and if that stone fall, it will be the end of them. Unless they, like a prey, find a hiding place, and the hiding place lasts until the next morning, when the all begins again, ending return to the sub-life. And not long ago, even the possibility to sleep had been taken away from those people, because they knew if they fell asleep, they could be killed in their dreams. Sleepless, tiredness, fear, sadness. That's what their life is. And yet none of them seem willing to give up. They are all unconditionally attached to this life, even though it no longer seems much like a life at all. And this attachment to life devoid of a reason to live could be the answer we've been ignoring, but which has been right in front of our eye the whole time. Up to now, we've been led to believe that the problem has always been the monsters, the sadistic and cruel creatures that mercilessly kill the characters, and then, after they kill, more people arrive whom they also kill, and so the cycle continues. An affirmation of the time by character Fatima at the end of the third season revealed that children were killed in the city in exchange for immortal life or auto. But I ask you, how did Fatima obtain this knowledge? The only characters who have gone through this experience of suddenly having a lot of information flooding in their minds were who remember past lives. So was it the same with Fatima? And what exactly did she remember that made her understand that there had been a sacrifice of children? If this information came through a memory, which memory was it? Entities that control the city make deals with the people. Deals that almost always result in a loss to who accept the disagreement. These entities are not good. They are not under any justice. They owe nothing to anyone. They don't owe anyone an explanation. They don't even need to act in a way that makes sense. I think that's why all of this becomes so real. The real world doesn't explain itself for you. If your lack of knowledge leads you to suffer, then that's what will happen. There is no reward for suffering. There is no meaning in suffering. And that's the same with the entities. They make a deal that makes you lose a lot. They don't need to pay that agreement. And that's how it works in that city. They are not inferior to anything that can be appealed to. It's very easy for us who are rooting for these characters who suffer so much to assume that the monsters are the creators that are treating them. But if the real monsters are them, we know that they all want to stay alive at any cost. They are so extremely attached to this life. So who will be more interested in an immortal life? Are there the monsters whose only goal in the life is to go out at night to hunt and force a smile, knowing that they are trapped there too and will never leave the city? Or people who, even losing everything worthwhile in life, still want to stay alive no matter what? So far, 3 characters have remembered they are the reincarnations of original citizens of that city. But why would only these 3 be reincarnations? What if in generations past, the character we love so much were the ones who made the sacrifice to preserve the life that is so precious to them? And those entities that received the sacrifice and had nothing good to offer punished them. They receive an immortal life, but endlessly reincarnation and forced to return to that city, paying the price for that unhealthy attachment to life that led them to sacrifice children in exchange for eternity. This changed our perspective on a lot of the things that have happened in this series so far. For many moments, I felt sorry for the characters being killed by the monsters, but if that character were capable of sacrificing children for selfish reasons, then the punishment of monsters, who in this case will be acting as executioners, is quite appropriate. They cruelly kill the character incarnation after incarnation, life after life, as a form of retribution and also as a reward. Here is your immortal life. but every time you reincarnate, you will come to this place and die here. We saw that the characters insisted on pursuing survival at any cost caused some of them to remain alive in a way even after dying. They returned as ghosts, visions, and even other incarnations that are born in the real world and eventually end up arriving in the city. But do you know who never returned in any form? Neither a ghost nor a vision nor as an incarnation? Characters who have truly given up of a life. A character who committed suicide in the second season did return as a ghost. Trudy, who accepted her death, remained still, did not return as a ghost or illusion. They freed themselves of this condition of attachment to life and realized that there are things worse than dying, such as living something that simulates but will never truly be alive. This theory reverses the role. The character we love so much become the real monsters, and the monsters are merely executioners carrying out a well-deserved punishment. And the only possibility of atonement will be to give up that which made them worthy this punishment that transcends incarnations. Giving up this unhealthy, cold, and unconditional attachment to human life. Giving up is breaking the cycle. Giving up is winning, and to insist is just a matter of going back to the beginning of the cycle and starting all over again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you liked this wolf and sheep theory. Do you think it makes sense or not? Don't forget to like this video if you want to see more From videos here on the channel. Maybe you watched the 4th season already knowing how the series will end. See you on the next video.